Today we'll discuss how technology is shaping the hospitality industry, Silverware's impact on local businesses, and the company's journey from a basement startup to a leader in restaurant and home technology.
I think there's several trends that we're seeing emerging in the hospitality space. Two main ones, AI and machine learning. And the second one is about frictionless technology associated to oftentimes embedding different platforms together.
Now, if I may ask, how has your family's background, influenced the company's values and leadership approach? I know you mentioned trust here. Trust is a big factor.
Specifically, as it pertains to embedded technology on the payments device,
Right.
and moreover, with our investment in guest-facing technologies, e-commerce platforms, e-gift card solutions, scan and pay technologies, this type of technology.
Technology is not just about keeping up. It's about staying ahead, whether you're a small restaurant or a large hotel chain. Hi, this is Kripa Anand, and welcome to the CanadianSME Small Business Podcast, where we explore the latest trends, innovations, and entrepreneurial journeys shaping Canada's business landscape. Today, we are exploring the future of hospitality and food service technology, an industry that has undergone significant digital transformation over the past few years. According to Restaurants Canada, Canada's restaurant industry contributes over $100 billion annually to the economy and employs more than 1 million people nationwide. With rising operational costs and shifting consumer expectations, technology has become a key driver in helping restaurants enhance efficiency, improve guest experiences, and remain competitive. Joining us today is Alex Thalassinos, president of Silverware POS, a company that has revolutionized point of sale, that is the POS technology for the hospitality industry. Silverware has grown from a family-founded business into a trusted technology partner for some of the biggest names in hospitality, including Fairmont Hotels. Today we'll discuss how technology is shaping the hospitality industry, Silverware's impact on local businesses, and the company's journey from a basement startup to a leader in restaurant and home technology. Alex, welcome to the podcast. How are you doing today?
Great, thank you for having me.
Great, it's our pleasure. Now, let's start the conversation by talking about the evolution of Canada's food service and hospitality industry. Now, Alex, technology has transformed the food service, right? Making it more efficient and more customer-centric, I'd say. Now, Restaurants Canada reports that 70% of businesses are investing in digital solutions. Alex, how have you seen technology change the hospitality landscape in recent years?
Technology has truly revolutionized the hospitality industry. For many years, technology has been a huge opportunity inside of restaurants.
Yeah.
And it was always bogged down. The industry was always bogged down by paper and pen and
The traditional methods.
and traditional old school processes and procedures. And we're seeing that's drastically changed over the course of the last few years. The investment in technology is at a rapid rate.
Right.
Restaurant operators are realizing that technology is there to help elevate the guest experience and provide efficiencies along the way. So we're seeing that the technology industry as a whole has really revolutionized the hospitality space over the last few years.
Great. Now, that's very fascinating. It's clear that digital adoption is no longer, just for big players. It's essential for efficiency and, at the end of it, guest satisfaction. Now, looking ahead to 2025, we know that consumer behavior and industry demands, they continue to evolve. Now, what do you think, Alex, are some of the biggest hospitality technology trends that you see emerging in Canada?
I think there's several trends that we're seeing emerging in the hospitality space. Two main ones, AI and machine learning. And the second one is about frictionless technology associated to oftentimes embedding different platforms together. As it pertains to AI, the way Silverware sees this is largely around helping our customers elevate and curate the guest experience. helping them forecast, helping them understand preferences of the guests, helping understand,
making it personalized,
personalizing the guest experience.
Right.
Exactly. The second one is related to the embedded technology, especially as it pertains to point of sale and payments. Silverware was one of the first technology providers to actually put our platform embedded on a payments device.
Wow.
That has allowed our customers to save critical steps through the service process and to elevate the guest experience in a very efficient way.
Right.
I believe that there's kind of two main reasons behind restaurants and hotels investing more in the technology. One of which is on prioritizing the guest experience and really being fanatical about that. And the other one, of course, is around creating efficiencies for their hardworking staff.
Right.
And it's not about reducing labor costs, but it's about
adding more value proposition.
Yeah, adding value, increasing revenues, and enabling the service staff to be more efficient.
Definitely, the industry, it's shifting rapidly, and businesses that leverage the right technology will be the only ones who are left thriving. Now, that brings us to how Silverware is helping local restaurants in Toronto adapt and grow. So, a report from the Ontario Restaurant, Hotel and Motel Association found that businesses using integrated POS and digital ordering systems see up to a 25% increase in efficiency and revenue. Now, Silverware has been a key partner for, many local restaurants. Can you share how has your technology helped Toronto-based restaurants improve their operations and adapt to industry changes? If there's any specific example you'd want to throw, go ahead.
Silverware has been instrumental in offering technology for the Toronto restaurant space. As a Toronto-born company, we've actually had the honor of working with some of Toronto's most notable brands for decades. The likes of Canoe and Oliver and Bonacini restaurants, the Toroni Group, Inc. Entertainment, Scale Hospitality, the list goes on.
Right.
From the Fairmont Hotels of the world and the IHG hotels through to industry-leading environments like Soto, the list goes on. Julieta, Michelin star recognized environments. Now, where this has really helped in creating a footprint in the restaurant space and the hospitality space for Silverware is in the technology and the innovation that we offer. Specifically, as it pertains to embedded technology on the payments device, and moreover, with our investment in guest-facing technologies, e-commerce platforms, e-gift card solutions, scan and pay technologies, this type of technology. Quick story. Fairmont Hotels has leveraged, and they realized that they were leaving money on the table and they had an inefficient process. And they launched our embedded white labeled solution to help for in-room dining. So picture yourself in the hotel room and you want to place a late night order. Previously, you would have picked up the phone and you would have called front desk to do so. With Silverware's technology, the guest can scan a QR code right inside of the hotel, right inside of their room, browse the menu, place an order, and even post that transaction to their room. Items can be scheduled for tomorrow morning for breakfast before my business meeting, or it could come immediately as an in-room dining order. So really key components that have helped create efficiencies for the hotel and restaurant space. And that's just one example.
Definitely, it makes lives easier for everyone. And that is exactly what you guys are trying to do. So kudos to you guys for that.
Thank you.
That's a great example of how the right technology can, streamline processes and reduce operational headaches. Now, beyond restaurants, you've expanded Silverware into the hotel space, securing partnerships with major brands like Fairmont Hotels. Now, how did your partnership with Fairmont Hotels come about, and what did this milestone mean for Silverware's growth?
Yeah, that relationship actually started as an inbound request into our inbox. The Fairmont Hotel Group was vetting the technology and looking at all of their technology providers many years ago. Being a Toronto company themselves, they had seen Silverware in some of the more notable restaurants around their offices and their corporate headquarters. They reached out to us. My brother, who's involved in the business, he's our SVP of enterprise sales. he locked jaws with that organization and really started owning in on the relationship between Silverware and Fairmont, showcasing the benefits. They went through a very extensive technology vetting RFP process that spanned many, many months. They started with dozens of point of sale providers, and they ended up narrowing it down over the course of several stages, landing on Silverware as landing on Silverware to be their provider of choice.
Right.
The very first Fairmont deployment was something that I remember deeply. And many of the first deployments, my brother and I were actually intimately involved in. We joined our implementations department at many of these locations.
Right.
That relationship means a lot to us, of course. And it meant a lot to us then, and it means a lot to us today. The relationship with Fairmont has really helped us expand into new regions.
Yeah.
Now we're deployed in over 40 countries globally. It's also helped us expand our footprint into the hotel space at a greater rate.
Great. It's incredible to see how a company that started as a local family business is now making an impact on a global scale. Now, Alex, how has your family's background influenced the company's values and leadership approach? One, you mentioned trust, right? What else?
We're committed to building long-lasting relationships with our customers, and that's deeply rooted in our family values. What I find really important is seeing both of my parents being deeply involved in the business from a very young age, outside of raising my brother and I. And seeing the hard work and dedication that went in is something that is humbling. I'm honored to have the opportunity to be able to lead Silverware into its next chapter of growth and innovation, and having those values as part of me and growing up inside of this culture of growth and of adaptability and of innovation is something that is very important to us.
Great. All right, we'll be right back with the inspiring story of how Silverware grew from a family-run business to a leader in hospitality technology. Stay tuned to learn more about the power of vision and innovation in building a successful Canadian tech company.
Hey, you think you know UPS? Yeah, that's us. Everybody knows that. You know what you didn't know? This. Okay, try to keep up. Ocean, us. Ground, rail, air, so us. Guess who? Us. Customs cleared, borders cleared, done. Us. You still with me? Wait for it. Boom. Us. Intelligent, automated, fulfillment. Us. Yep. Healthcare too. Digital your thing? Yeah. Well, book it, ship it, track it. You feeling me yet? Yep. That's all us. That's all UPS.
At IHG Hotels and Resorts, we're in the business of you.
We're here to help you plug in,
connect and recharge,
make an impression,
and meet with confidence.
With 19 brands built for business,
your business gets even more rewarding.
With an award-winning loyalty program at 6,000 IHG hotels and resorts worldwide.
Welcome back, listeners. Let's dive into the fascinating journey of Silverware POS, from its humble beginnings to becoming a trusted partner for major hotel chains like Fairmont. Now, let's talk about how Silverware got started and expand on the journey that you were talking about. Now, according to the Business Development Bank of Canada, family-owned businesses account for nearly 50% of all private sector jobs in Canada specifically. Now, this showcases their significant role in the economy. Now, Silverware began as a family-run business and has grown into a leading POS provider. Can you take us through the early days of Silverware and, how was it working in the basement and how it all got started? Especially your father's vision it shaped the company's foundation. So please talk about that.
Silverware began as a family business, as you mentioned. My father started the business as a software consultant. He developed the first version of Silverware in the basement of our family home. In the early days, he was a true innovator, true entrepreneur, and he actually sat himself in many of the restaurants of our customers to understand how the technology was aiding in the operational processes and how it could create efficiencies. Entrenching himself in the customer and really truly understanding the needs of the industry has been crucial to our growth, and it's still something that our team does today.
Right.
Over the course of the last several years, of course, that technology has continued to evolve. When my father started this business in the early 90s, his goal and vision was to truly partner and bring more to the table to the restaurant industry. That vision has stayed true to us today. The DNA and the cornerstone of our business is to truly create lasting, trusting partnerships with our customers.
Right.
The foundation of our business is built on trust. And we believe that is super impactful, especially to the Toronto scene. Now, that extends far beyond into our global scale as well. Right. Everybody is looking for a partner who they can grow with rather than out of.
Yes.
And everyone's looking for an organization that they can trust in. And those are components of our DNA that I'm proud to continue as the president of Silverware today, that have been part of the foundation of our organization, and that we will continue to go as we continue to grow.
Well, with family businesses, values often play a significant role in shaping the company culture and decision making. Now, if I may ask, how has your family's background, influenced the company's values and leadership approach? I know you mentioned trust here. Trust is a big factor. What else?
Outside of trust, building genuine relationships is part of our family's values. And it's something that we do not take for granted. Right. It's something that we are honored to work with our customers, because those trusting relationships and the hardworking mentality that our father instilled in us from a very young age is something that is part of our organization. We have a keen focus on our goals. We are relentless about what we do and who we work with. And we work shoulder to shoulder with our organization and with our customers to truly partner with them.
Perfect. As Silverware looks forward towards the future, let's talk about what's next in the hospitality tech innovation. So according to you, as a, Canadian tech leader in the hospitality space, what advice would you give to, small and medium-sized restaurant owners? And that is majority of our audience, small business or entrepreneurs who are looking for guidance in their life, and especially those who are looking to invest, in technology for growth. What would you say to them?
Investing in technology is a big decision.
Right.
And I believe that there's three main things that somebody should focus on. Find a technology provider whose goals are really to help curate and elevate the guest experience. That's something that Silverware carries well. Number two is looking for a partner that you can grow with rather than grow out of.
Right.
Number three, and I think this is very important, is choosing a partner who you can actually look into the details on how they help other organizations or other restaurants that our customers or our prospects feel like they might be looking at as industry leaders.
Right.
How is the technology provider helping those organizations grow? How have they helped scale those businesses? It's very rare that we see a restaurant open up one location and they're satisfied with that.
Of course.
Small and medium-sized businesses are always looking to scale. And that's why it's so important to choose a provider that you can grow with and not out of. I think it's really very important to our customers is really choosing an organization that you believe in and that you trust and that you enjoy working with, because you're creating a deep partnership with these organizations, and that's something we provide a very white gloved solution. And oftentimes people might overestimate the requirement of that support that they're going to need from their technology provider.
Right.
Everyone can say they do 24/7, 365 support, but test that out. Pick up the phone and call the provider and
At
make
the
sure
odd times and make sure that they're picking that up.
Exactly. So those are some of the pieces that I would really recommend.
Perfect. Before we let you go, if there's one, if you had to define the essence of your business in one word, what would it be?
That's a great question. If I was to bottle up our organization into one word, if I was to bottle up our organization into one word, I would say agility.
Agility? Wow. That's really nice. All right, Alex, thank you so much for sharing your journey and insights with us today. It's been a pleasure learning about how Silverware is shaping the future of hospitality technology. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for having me.
That was an insightful conversation with Alex Thalassinos, president of Silverware POS, on how technology is transforming the hospitality industry and how local businesses can leverage digital solutions to thrive. A very special thank you to our podcast partners, RBC, UPS, IHG Hotels and Resorts, and Google for their continued support of small businesses. For more expert insights, visit CanadianSME.ca and don't forget to subscribe to our podcast. Thank you so much for listening, and we'll see you in the next episode. Kripa Anand signing off.